if there is, something specific that you would tell them to watch out for or to do, that'll be great.
Three things, right? Every time we think about competition here, we're a B2B company in the space of AI. We largely serve retail for the most part today. And I think for us, three things come to mind when you say competition. One is moats, right? Before you start your company, in the early stages of the company and in the growth stage of your company, constantly asking yourself, what are the moats, defensible moats you've built for your company? I think needs to be baked into the strategy of the company, right? And that is one thing that we keep asking ourselves, right? For us, we know that our technology expertise is clearly a moat for us. It's not something that someone can come and build overnight, right? We also understand that customer success and relationship is a huge part of the moats we have. You know what they say, it costs 10 times more to acquire a new customer than it takes to keep the customer you have, right? So those moats, I think, are one way to think about competition. The second thing is, I think about the analogy, the metaphor of juggling, right? As a founder, you're constantly juggling, right? So at any given point of time, you have a few balls up in the air and you have some in your hands. And it's just taking turns, right? Competition is one of those balls. And you can't just lose sight of it. You kind of are constantly keeping, a tab on the balls that are up in the air as well. Competition is like that, right? So that's the second kind of thing that I'd say. You can't ever forget it. It's always there. It doesn't have to be the center piece in the room, but you can never lose sight of it, right? And then the last thing is, going back to his story about paranoia, I think, Andy Grove says it all in his book about being paranoid. And I think as a founder, being paranoid is it's not an option. So I think these three things kind of give you a framework for the way you can think about competition.